Dave just said he's starting to prepare for his colonoscopy today.
Later this afternoon, I got to drink some drink they gave me.
Oh, you got your stuff?
Yeah.
What time is the colonoscopy tomorrow?
9:30.
In the morning.
That's usually when they do them, between 9 or between 8 and 5.
You won't be here tomorrow.
That's right.
Did you tell me that?
I did.
All right. I wanted to keep that. Okay.
I didn't remind you, but I believe I mentioned it a week or two ago.
I'd forgotten the day.
Mm-hmm. I'd forgotten it entirely.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you were doing it.
Because you're not present.
When Dave said a moment ago, I'm preparing for my colonoscopy, I said, why? What are you talking about?
Just to practice.
He's going to be here any minute. We're going to do it in the lobby.
Gosh, that's so interesting because I watched an in-depth public service announcement for 30 minutes on colonoscopies over the weekend.
Why?
Well,
I feel like I know somebody who has one.
Who was it?
that
Something
told
During
me?
March Madness?
Somebody told me they have one coming.
yeah, it was early. It was early in the morning, and I was up, and I turned on TV, and it was some guy talking about colonoscopies.
Someone that you recognized?
No.
A medical background?
No, but definitely a medical background. It's on one of these local channels, that has to air, I guess, stuff like that.
I found out that it's colonoscopy month.
Oh, well, there you are.
March is
Screening month or
I
whatever?
just happened to come up at the same time. I have
Well,
to get
there
this
it is
done.
then. There it is.
But that's why they're doing specials. and
Okay. Well, you know what the doctor was saying?
Was he a doctor or did he just have a white lab coat?
Well, now that you mention it, I don't know. He was wearing a white lab coat, so I assumed he was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that the prep, which is the most difficult part, as we all know, has become so much better in the last 10 to 15 years because you don't have to drink a gallon of something anymore. When I did it, it was like a couple of glasses. It was powder. That was a year and a half ago.
I had the 5-gallon jug.
Right. So
What'd
now,
you get, Dave?
It's two little like you used to get when you were a kid. You would get antibiotics in a little bottle, like a medicine bottle.
Yeah.
There's two of those little medicine bottles. And then there's a 16-ounce plastic cup that comes with it. And then you just take one of the later this afternoon, like 5 o'clock. I have to pour one of those in there, however much it is, and then put in
powder.
Fill it up to 16 ounces.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a. I think it's in a like an MRE type thing, so it might be a powder.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think it was a powder. It's very similar to that.
Mix it with cool water. Drink all 16 ounces. 16 ounces within an hour of plain water.
Of each
Of water after that. That's it. And then tomorrow morning I have to get up and do that same process.
Yep.
But you have to drink 2 hours before the procedure, so I have to be done by 7.
Right. So, exactly.
a.m.
This is what I did. And
Yeah.
What's your last meal?
I can't eat after 12 noon today, so I'm going to go pack something.
What you going to make?
I don't know, but I got to go get something quick.
Nasty. It's a now, of course, the process is very difficult overnight.
Well, that's the thing. I guess I'll be getting up tonight, huh? Is that what you
Did
do?
it wake you up overnight?
I was in and out of bed because I started too late. I had mine. I planned it for it was like 1 p.m. And so I had to do it. He told me to start drinking at like 6. And I thought it was going to be a thing of you drink it and immediately you're in the bathroom, and I would be there from 6 to like 10 at night. But it turned out I drank it, and I didn't start going to the bathroom until about 8:30.
That's when you thought you were impervious to it, and my body is so finely tuned.
I said,
I'm so in touch.
This body's a Ferrari.
No medicine can touch it.
That's exactly what I thought. Because as soon as I took the first drink of it, after about a half hour, I told my wife, I'm impervious to this. I said, I'm too finely tuned. I know my body too well, and I'm not going to go to the
You
bathroom.
ever see those Rolex watches, with the inner workings? That's me.
That's right. That's what I told her.
What's going on down here?
But
Like a Swiss maker down there.
it turned out that wasn't true, and I did go to the bathroom probably 25 times.
Yeah.
And that did me no favors with my painful rectal itch, I can tell you that.
Remember those days?
It was just awful.
Yeah.
And so then I got up the next day and had to start drinking. If you recall, on the way home from work, I had to drink a bunch, and again went for another 2 or 3 hours till it's just yellow liquid coming out of you. I mean,
Amen,
it is
brother.
just unbelievable. But then, of course, the procedure itself is fantastic. It's
a piece of cake.
All the prep work.
So I've been told
It's so
that,
difficult.
and they give you the milk. Michael Jackson's milk.
Yes,
and
they do.
I'd say I hear it's the best rest ever.
It's phenomenal, but only for about a half hour.
Yeah.
Have you planned your first post meal? Is it supposed to be something kind of easy?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard about post meal yet.
Didn't tell me it had to be easy. You know what I got. You know what I
I know
had.
what you
I
got.
guess somebody skipped the prep. slideshow.
I didn't have
a side
any-
of nuggets.
I asked her if I could go over to chicken pickle. She said, "Go ahead."
She says,
yeah.
I don't care.
She said, "As long as you don't get the spicy sandwich." I said, "No problem."
Don't worry about that, sister.
Yeah. Randy, you wanted to talk about the stuff they make you drink for the colonoscopy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I found a bottle of it in my youngest son's bedroom a few years back, and I asked him about it, what he was doing with it. He had actually taken it to school and convinced one of his buddies that it was a new energy drink. So his buddy drank it, and they're sitting in class a little while later, and the boy raised his hand, asked if he could go to the bathroom. Teacher said no, so he just jumped up and ran out of the room.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
That's slightly illegal.
Oh, your son. What grade was?
That's legendary status, though.
What
is.
grade was he in when he did this?
This was probably 11th or 12th grade. He was in high school.
Okay, I hope. Yeah. Oh, wow, that is pretty rough.
It's legend
I
status.
had to jump on him, but I did think it was pretty funny.
Oh, it is very. That is
Poor
fun.
kid.
My goodness, yeah. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Well, Godspeed, my friend.
I'll be fine, thank you.
Of course, we're all.
Also, we'll see what they find.
Is this your first?
Yeah, it's my first. Last summer, I
Well, it's very important.
You know what? I'm smelling a Disney movie.
I'm getting my colorectal cherry popped
What
tomorrow.
is it? Brown panda? Is that what is it called? Start seeing brown.
Yeah, brown bear.
Might be a good one, Dave.
The Brown River.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Will you check me, make sure I'm maintained okay back there for the nurses,
Of
and
course.
prep me up,
You know
Kels?
me. I took my first Epsom salt bath.
Talk about that.
on Friday. Enjoyable. Got in the bathtub. I'm so big and tall, my knees had to come up to my chest, so it was very.
I thought you'd have one of those big soaking tubs in your house.
We have a tub, but even that was. I had
You
to.
just clamber into the wash tub.
I did, and
Did you play Careless Whisper?
Hug your knees. Like Silkwood. When they're spraying them down.
I was down. It was. What do they call that? A Lifetime movie channel.
Yeah, Lifetime movie shower.
But I wasn't in the shower. I was in the bathtub.
Your wife come in and just drizzle water over you. It'll be okay.
Actually, I did. I thought I timed it perfectly. I played pickle on Friday afternoon. And when I got home, it was about 3 o'clock. Well, I know my wife has to go pick up my daughter from school, and she'd be gone at least 45 minutes. I thought this is the perfect time. So I took a shower and then ran the bath full of hot water and poured a generous amount of Epsom salt in there.
How high did the water come up on you?
Well, see, that's the thing.
In the tub.
I had too much water in the tub to begin with, so it sloshed all out.
You forgot you were adding ice to the
myself,
glass.
right? Exactly.
You're dropping the Titanic.
Exactly. So I was like,
Into the water.
oh, geez. And there I am sitting there.
Drain
knees
it.
Up, yeah, and knees up. Had to drain it a little bit, like you just said. And, the water was up pretty high. But I felt pretty good. Good tingle down there. Pretty
How long
good.
did you soak?
25 minutes.
Okay.
And the thing was, my wife was not supposed to be home, but apparently halfway to pick up my daughter called her and said, I want to stay for the baseball game, so turn around. And my wife did. And so I heard her come in.
You're playing Carol's Whisper.
And I had cucumbers over my eyes and everything. And,
Hair up in a
lean
towel.
back,
What are you doing?
Green mask on. Green.
yeah. And
Are you masturbating? Worse.
I wish.
and I heard her come in, and I thought, who could that be? Because I knew she was gone. And I thought maybe my son had gotten home early. So,
Yeah.
So I said, Ben? And nobody answered. And she came in there and looked down at me and said, what is going on? What in the world is that?
Honey, what are you doing here?
What an embarrassment.
It's not what it looks like.
Why are you playing the song? Mood.
The middle of the afternoon.
Lights were dim.
It's for my butt.
Sure it is. I'll bet it is.
Candles
Sure,
were playing.
Jan.
Candles everywhere and everything.
What's it do for the rest of your skin, those Epsom salts? Because I've never done this.
Felt pretty good.
I don't think it hurts at all, does
Yeah.
it? I mean,
Does
if
it
you
make
do
your skin feel soft and
It
kissable?
made me feel good, but then I never got a chance on the Saturday or Sunday to do it. It's a time consumer. 20
Yeah,
minutes.
you gotta
in there.
do it.
I know. I'm gonna get back into
Well, how
it.
often is one supposed to soak?
I figured I should do it every day until I get relief. I need some relief for my backside, and I would say it did help some.
Can't you square off 20 minutes a day to do it
I
for
really
5 days
should.
straight?
I really should.
Did you throw the salt in like a chef would on TV?
Sprinkle from up high so
Was
that
that guy that went viral a couple years ago? The salt guy.
Salt Bay or whatever.
Yeah.
like a snake
Just a
bite.
pinch in the deep end.
Yes. Well, you have to get some flair.
How do you know how much to put in?
Didn't know. Just said, let's just do it.
They come in a bag or a box?
A bag.
Did you float up to the surface?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Dead Sea?
Like the Dead Sea?
Well, several people said, go ahead and be aggressive with your salt and go ahead and go all the way with it. So I put in a pretty good, I put in half the bag and I thought, let's just do this. And it was grainy at first, but then it dissolved pretty quickly. And
you got to stir it up. You got to take a big boat paddle in there with you.
Well, I stirred it with my hands, kind of got in there and went around with it.
Make sure it hits the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the spot.
Yeah. I tried that too, because I leaned back and kind of opened up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to really open up.
Honey, is that?
Your legs weren't straight up in the air, were they?
Legs straight up in the air. And oh, man.